That's a great shot. Beautifully played. Hit that on the up, in the air, through the gap at cover.
Well, that was the one to go for. It was up. It was a half volley. And with that shot, a lot of the tension will be released.
It's going to be Alderman from the Randwick end. That's a big hit. That's 6. Over mid-wicket he goes. That's what New Zealand need in the first 15 overs. Picking up the shorter delivery and whipping it over square leg for 6.
We've heard that Reid can go a bit. He loves a bit of width. Likes to hit the ball high and hard. This one not exactly copybook, but no flies on that one. That is hit dead centre, 20 rows back, a magnificent strike.
7 overs bowled, no wicket for 24, and it's good afternoon to Richard Hadley and Ian Chappell.
Thanks, Bill. Good afternoon, all. It's past Healy. It was off the pad, but all boundaries are welcome. Oh, that's a great shot. Beautifully hit.
Yes, well, again, that ball was sort of tossed up outside the off stump, a bit wide, and of course Richard Reid likes to free those arms. A bit of an aerial shot there, but of course the result is 4. You can't complain about that.
A change now at the Paddington end for Australia. It's going to be Simon O'Donnell who's going to replace Bruce Reid. Great shot. Love to see Martin Crowe playing the pull shots and the cut shots. He's a very good horizontal bat. He plays the horizontal bat shots extremely well. Another boundary to Martin Crowe.
Well, Simon O'Donnell just hasn't settled at all, and Martin Crowe's been very severe on this first over from Simon O'Donnell. Just outside the off stump there, a bit short, a bit wide. Martin Crowe over the top of it and crashing it. It's behind point for 4 runs, leaving the fielders with absolutely no chance.
Taken at first slip. So Terry Alderman gets the first breakthrough. Mark Taylor is the fieldsman at first slip. But Richard Reid has done his job for New Zealand. He's got them well on the way to that target of 60 in the first 15 overs.
Yes, he has done a job for New Zealand. It's a good one. It's a good start, but he'll be a bit disappointed with that. Ball a bit, was a length ball just outside the off stump, pushing away from it, and safe pair of hands there at first slip. And of course, the Australians, as we know, are an outstanding catching side, let alone a ground fielding side. But Richard Reid out for 17, 37 balls. At 55 as an opening partnership. Very encouraging start for New Zealand.
John Wright, former captain of New Zealand, comes in at number 3.
And that is the man selected for the duty of fielding at mid-wicket for the left-hander. But even Mark Waugh has no chance of cutting that off.
The place to watch again.
And a victim there for Simon O'Donnell. He's clean bowled John Wright. So Simon O'Donnell has now gone past Dennis Lilly. He's gone to 104, passing the great Dennis Lilly, who finished his career with 103 one-day wickets.
Let's have a look at this one again. That ball seemed to nip back. It nipped back quite a long way, in fact, and hit the off stump. Now the question is, was that off the wicket, or did in fact the ball nick the inside edge of the bat and then flick onto the stumps? Well, it might just have come right off the bottom of the bat. It's 2 for 69 in 17.
Stephen Moore to continue from the Randwick end. Extras are 16. It's down fine, and it'll race away for 4. Straying on leg stump, a little bit of bat, the leg glance. And New Zealand playing very sensibly here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Doesn't quite time that, they may look for 2. Crowe coming back, that's excellent running. Throws wide from O'Donnell, away it goes, down towards the fine leg boundary. 2 overthrows. I'll come back for the 3rd. So 5 to Andrew Jones. Simon O'Donnell, the offender, he was caught short by the good running of Trow, coming back for the second, and the throw was high and wide. It's well placed and well fielded. He could be running ahead. Oh, great work, Stephen Moore. Saved 3 runs and almost brought off a run out. Good call by Jones at the non-striker's end.
Well, good shot here by Martin Crowe, but lovely fielding that. Good athleticism.
Out! Yes, Peter Taylor gets him. Change of pace, chipped it straight to mid-wicket. The end of Martin Crowe.
He really spun that ball at Martin Crowe. It surprised him as he went to turn it to mid-on. Watch this ball turn. He goes to chip it to mid-on. It goes wider to mid-wicket, and a simple, easy catch gets rid of the best batsman.
Nicely placed. Runs away very quickly down to the Brawongle stand.
Australian fieldsmen are very good inside the circle. Be very accurate to get the ball through. Just a sense of timing here. Does like to hit the ball square. That time just going for the orthodox cover drive. Didn't hit it in anger. Very wristy player.
It's the head high, very nearly caught. The head high, slower ball, full toss. I reckon he got a touch to it, and it was very nearly caught by Ian Healy. Would have been a magnificent catch. It was a slower ball. It finished up a full toss way over the batsman's head. It was edged. Terrific effort from Ian Healy, and it went away for a boundary, but I'd like someone to explain to me why that wasn't a wide. Easy catch. That was a bad piece of batting there by Ken Rutherford. I think he was looking to turn the ball on the onside, went straight on and just ballooned back a simple catch to Peter Taylor.
They won't come any easier than this. An extra bounce, took that high on the bat, but he knows as soon as he made contact with that, it was a bad shot.
So Mark Waugh comes into the attack to replace brother Steve at the Randwick end. Steve taking none for 32 from 7. Caught, taken by brother Steve. So Mark Waugh is amazing. He gets wickets in all sorts of positions, but it doesn't matter how he gets them. He always seems to get them.
Well, just when we were trying to reinforce the necessity to stay there, little lapse in concentration. The ball should have been put away. It was short of a length. He had enough width, but as so often happens, he's picked out the fieldsman. So the brothers Waugh caught Steve Waugh, bowled Mark Waugh, Andrew Jones short of a 50, New Zealand 5 for 136.
Well, that just might be a missed chance there. But still, it's 1 run for New Zealand. Difficult one. Definitely a chance. Normally, you'd expect the Australians to catch those.
He's a pretty useful limited overs bowler, Mark Waugh, and he's also picking up the occasional wicket at first-class level. This is a real good spell. Exactly what Jeffrey Marsh needed.
Yes,
Young is the man out.
Yes, he has bowled well. I mean, Brian Young's been forced into playing sort of a rash shot here, an agricultural shot, really hitting across the line. The ball too straight to hit on the leg side. Well bowled by Waugh. Young pays the price for that. 19 runs and 30 balls. But New Zealand certainly lost the momentum.
Oh, big appeal there for LBW. He's got him. He's out. LBW. Gavin Larson, LBW playing from the crease there. I think getting a little frustrated. He tried to whip that one away on the onside, but it was spot on target. And as a result, umpire Rick Evans raising his finger, and so Larson is out. LBW, and they've lost another wicket. Have a look at it.
Looking to work it down the onside and was angled across. He's a little bit disappointed with that decision. He was trying to hit with the angle of the ball, didn't make contact apparently. Out for 6. 14 balls, 7 for 170.
The ball called, and this could be a run out. Yes, it is. No, it's not. He didn't do a bad job dragging it down from that high. He got it down there very quickly.
Well, I was lucky that the throw was from Alderman, not a strong one. What a mix-up this was. No balls called. They keep running. Alderman's got all the time in the world, but it's a lollipop of a throw. And War does well. Great effort and throws it down onto the stumps, and the batsman safely home.
Yes, that's the flat bat Charlie was talking. This was going to bounce just short of the fieldsman down there. Well, what's going on out there? Byrne for a change. I think he lost it. He seems to be indicating that he lost it, but it was a sort of shot that was up there for long enough. He should have caught it, shouldn't he, Bill?
Lost the white ball? Never. No, he misjudged it. I think he thought it was going to drop a lot shorter than that. You see there, he's not really put in the big ones. It's a bounce.
That wouldn't have been the case. Oh, this could be a run out. He's down. He's missed the stumps. Well, he said no, and he was running, and then he fell.
Mark Waugh could have almost out-sprinted the batsman. Then he had him covered. He was down. He had the 3 stumps to hit. That's a rare miss from the Waugh brothers. They're magnificent throwers and fielders. This time, Stump Vision will show you the action. Pushes forward, off the pad, straight back to the bowler. Down he goes. Over he goes, and he's covered by Waugh. And here's the throw. It was a shot.
He's got that one away. It's running down towards the boundary at mid-wicket, and into the fence it goes. Desperate attempt there by Taylor, diving across to his right to try and stop that one.
That was a good hit. That's the way he must go. A bit of a cross bat, find the gap. And that was what's needed. Taylor going in hard there.
It's in the air. This is going to be out. No, it won't. Will it be? Yes, it will. No, it won't. It's dropped in between them. 10 runs off the over.
Make up your mind. We throw to the seat then.
7 for 190. 6 balls to go in this innings. That's well bowled right up in the block hole. Will they go back for the second here? No, they won't.
This is the final over. They must put bat to ball. They must run for everything. Wickets in hands. Not the answer. It's runs that are needed.
Right up in the block hole. Very difficult to get away. And that's where he's going to bowl them now. Reed's not going to be easy. 43 balls, 19 runs. And so that's just a little too many balls for the runs scored. Certainly at the end of an innings. 4 balls to go. 7 for 191, New Zealand. Full toss, and they're not easy to get away. Straight to mid-on. Just one. O'Donnell is in that position.
So they've done well, the Australian side. They defended well, and New Zealand will away to a very good start. 2
balls to go. They need a 6. They need a 4. And that's certainly going to be 2. They're back for the second. Dean Jones lining up the throw. And as we would expect. Good shot, straight down the ground, and that'll hit the fence down at the long-on boundary, and that gives them 199. So New Zealand finished the innings with the sort of shot I think they should have been looking to play a little more often, a little earlier. And a pretty good shot too. Hit it nice and straight and firmly. It's always going to end up in a pretty safe area unless there's a fieldsman very straight. And that one bounced, and away it went down there into the area just below the screen for 4. Good shot.
A little bit of slightly sloppy work at the start from the Australians, but they pulled themselves together and did a very good job. They need to make 200 from a full 50 overs, and the pitch is very good indeed.
Beautiful shot. Perfect cover drive, front foot, refraction square, and found the gap. Crinkle to continue from the members' end. Great shot, beautifully played. Too short and too wide, but Marsh is cutting beautifully. He's cutting very late and the placement is superb. Grants is fine and a race away for 4. Straying on leg stump with the in swing and tail. Grants is fine.
Nicely placed there by Jeffrey Marsh. We saw a magnificent cut in the New Zealand innings, saved in exactly that position by Steve Waugh. Intentionally hit over the top there by Mark Taylor. You could see him really lay back and open the face of the bat.
Watch this ball. When it pitches, how wide it deviates, giving Mark Taylor plenty of room to slash that ball over point, over the top of gully.
And that's the direction that Mark Taylor's leg side shot is going, down towards the ladies' stand. All that effort is not going to actually save any more than 1 run. In fact, it doesn't save any because Mark Taylor's got back for the 4th. Morrison again. And Taylor coming back for the 2nd, and he's gone. Yes, he really just challenged the fielder outright. He didn't really even bother to look. He just said, I'm going for 2. I'm going to challenge him to put it over the top. And Danny Morrison was equal to the task.
Well, Mark Taylor did challenge the fielder. He tried to put him under pressure here with this leg glance. He ran hard, but the fielder, being put under pressure, was up to the task. Comes in quick, attacks the ball, a really good, flat, direct throw right over the top of the stump. It's easy for the wicket-keeper. Mark Taylor out for 41, and Australia lost the first wicket for 70 runs.
Larson to continue. They require 4.53 per over with 9 wickets in hand.
Yes, it looks pretty good for Australia. New Zealand never reaching that 4 runs per over, so it's pretty easy for Australians at the moment.
One hit into the ground and then over the top of the infielder's head, and not quite making it, but once again they'll get through for 4 all run.
Gavin Larson in his 6 over, he's given away 31 runs, quite expensive.
Well played, lovely shot through extra cover. That brings up the 100. Lovely shot through extra cover there.
So that was a magnificent shot by Dean Jones through the covers. Beautiful timing there. Valiant dive by Martin Crowe there in the covers. That's the 11th boundary now hit by the Australians, and New Zealand only hit 11 in their entire innings.
That's a nice way to bring up your half century. Now Jones will be across to congratulate him and to keep him going.
Sellout crowd really enjoying the captain's half century. Nothing wrong with the bat. He's very quickly found the middle of it. 53 runs, 5 boundaries, 102 balls.
Oh, and that's nearly hit the umpire. He never gives up, and once again he's got there. In comes his throw. Got to give him 10 out of 10 for trying. Pringle is really always onto it.
Mark Taylor, the man out, up for 41.
And he's hit leg stump by the sound of it. Dean Jones can't believe it, but and the strange thing is there, it looks like the off bail has come off, so it's clipped leg stump. Dean Jones asking Jeff Marsh what's happened.
Just the faintest little touch. It didn't go that far past the wicketkeeper, even after it had ricocheted from the stumps. And Danny is quite pleased.
It's 2 for 170. Chris Pringle from the Randwick end. Oh, terrific Yorker. right at the base of middle stump. You can't get them any better than that.
Particularly when the filly you're bowling out has 70 runs on the board, and now New Zealand have got 2 breakthroughs. Are they back in the game?
Right under the bat, right under the toe of the bat, and crashing in the middle stump. So Jeffrey Marsh out for 70. It's 3 for 174. Well, success there for Chris Pringle coming into the attack after Petrie had bowled his 10 overs. And his success has brought Mark Waugh to the crease. Oh, that's gone, surely. Yes, umpire King had a bit of a long look, but once again the Yorker has done the trick, this time for Danny Morrison.
That swerved back in the air beautifully from outside off stump. New Zealand back in this game. I'm not surprised it took him a little time to make up his mind. But Morrison has picked up 2 wickets and Pringle 1. Now it's 4 for 176.
So they're quite comfortably placed because they have a long batting lineup.
Australians have gone ahead on the comparative run rate on the graph, but those 3 blue dots there won't do anything for their confidence.
And that's a bad piece of fielding at this stage, with New Zealand just starting to exert a bit of pressure. They really needed to save that ball from going to the boundary.
The fielder, Reed, started to get across, and in fact the ball went underneath his hand. I suspect he really should have got a hand to that.
And just past leg stump. It's 4 for 181.
Burns dropped. Yes, it went to him. It was catchable because it wasn't hit with any power at all. Rutherford at first slip, put it down.
Nice for Boone cutting there, and the ball going down, and Rutherford probably should have held that.
That would have been close. Very close indeed.
Yes, well, Martin Crowe there having a shot at the stumps. Yes, it would have been out, I think, had he hit. Good positioning there by the umpire.
Big shout there, must have been close. Ooh, he's not happy, Martin Crowe. He's fighting to the end.
Yes, but he might have to watch it in case there's a little bit of dissent, but obviously not happy. We'll look at it again. And probably just outside the off stump, and I would think that's probably a pretty good decision by the umpire there.
There it goes, way, way, way on the fence, on the full. Two runs needed for victory.
Yes, well, Steve Moore's been frustrated a little bit, but there was an opportunity to hit that one hard and high. He probably thought that was ball game, and that makes all the difference at the end of the day. The Australians been able to pace their run chase very easily.
Oh, they can't get those winning runs. It's amazing, isn't it? They just need 2 for victory.
Well, it's foolish for a batsman to get out at this stage, Bill, isn't it? So they're probably looking for a couple of asterisks here. They've still got plenty of balls left.
Well, we hope there's plenty of balls left, Richard.
I think you're all right, Bill.
Another dot in the book. Well, they're fighting to the end, New Zealand. It's been a very good effort by them. They haven't thrown in the sponge.
Well, a couple of hat-tricks will go down well.
Yes, we'll certainly put a cat amongst the pigeons at this stage.
You call him and I'll commentate on it. We'll make the comments on it. They'll be due.
Boone probably go over the top here. No, he doesn't. 5 dots this over.
The crowd are getting agitated too at the moment. They certainly want to get this game over.
A maiden over. Unbelievable. 4 for 198. The final over.
But will there be a panic, Will? There's a prediction here.
No panic.
Can you pick the number of balls? 1, 2, 3 balls?
Probably 2.
2 balls. I'll go for another maiden as it has happened at Hobart there at Bell Reeve. Mind you, Bruce Reid was batting at the time. I think there's a slight difference in batting ability in War and Boone at the moment.
Well, Martin Crow's bringing them inside the circle, and that's correct. Ring of fieldsmen. Bring your man in silly cover now. There's the ring on the offside. Right around the man here to stop the single. It is down to fine leg, and Australia win comfortably by 6 wickets. 4 runs there as Stephen Ward deflects. 4 for 202, so Australia go 1 up the best of 3 series.
The fact that New Zealand had so many problems lies at the feet of their top order batsmen. They simply didn't make enough runs, and you can't rely on the bottom of the order to get them if the top can't do it. So a good win for the Australians.